Thank you for joining us on today's episode of MSU Inside Out. I'm Amy Olson.
And I'm Kyle Patterson.
Well, we have a lot to look forward to in today's episode. We have news with Derek Hackett, who will also be telling us about today's weather. Some exciting news there. We also will have sports with Shane Court, who will be giving us a UFC preview, entertainment news with Marcus Hendrickson, and you have an interesting interview today.
I have an interview with Grant Johnson talking about the freshman 10. So it's going to be very interesting. Also, we have another event coming up here. It'll be next week. It'll be your senior project.
Yes.
Can you explain your senior project a little bit then?
Sure. Well, I'm a double major Spanish and public relations. So for my senior project, I wanted to combine the two things. So as part of the international film series, I translated and subtitled the film Señorita Extraviada for the final film in this series. Okay,
and then this is something I've never heard of before, but how prevalent is this problem?
Well, in La Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, which is right across the border from El Paso, Texas, since 1993, they don't have exact numbers, but there's believed to be as many as 5,000 women that have been murdered in that city. And it's something that not a lot of people know about, and it's a problem that unfortunately not much is being done to stop it.
Okay, and then when can people come and see this? Because it's next weekend. Where is it at?
Right, it's going to be at Al Shire Theater at 7:30 p.m.
So make sure you keep your calendar open Tuesday night. My Tuesday night's usually free, so I might have to check it out.
Yeah, I hope everyone can come out, and I also hope that everyone went out to vote this past Tuesday. So, Derek, can you tell us a little bit about the election news?
Well, my Tuesday night, Kyle, was pretty eventful
following
the election, but that's neither here nor there. It was a fantastic election, to say the least anyway. So I have quite a bit on that, as well as weather. So.
All right.
After several... Well, Kyle, auction's coming around, and it will be here shortly.
Yep.
So,
are you ready?
I'm unfortunately ready.
It's going to be a long night.
It will be.
All right, thank you, Derek. See you soon in the cast. All right, I'm here today with Grant Johnson, excuse me. I can't say your name today.
All right.
The Midas State Theater Department has been busy this semester, and they still have more events coming up before winter break. And once again, I'm here today with Grant Johnson. You're a senior here in the theater department, and also one of the directors of the Freshman 10 plays, which we're going to talk about this afternoon. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so could you explain the Freshman 10 plays then?
All right. Well, the Freshman 10 is a group of 10-minute plays that some seniors or whoever's taken the directing class will try and cast freshmen, usually. Sometimes we'll also have to cast sophomores if we don't have enough freshmen, which usually isn't the case, but it's still nice to have that those extra people, the extra bodies, in case we have a bigger cast or something like that.
Okay, so how many freshmen do you have this year? Do you have enough to fill then?
I think a few of the sophomores, I know I cast one sophomore in my play.
Okay.
I think there was at least one more, Josh Snyder's in another play, and I think he's actually a junior, but it happens.
Yeah. How many years has this been going on then, do you think?
Well, I was in a freshman 10 my freshman year.
Back in
the day when I was a freshman. That had two other people, and I haven't really heard too much about the history of freshman 10, but I would guess at least a few years before I was here.
Okay, and then how many plays are there this year then?
This year we have 4 different plays. I'm directing one. We also have Brittany Armstrong, Daniel Johnson, and Carlin Gilseth, the new theater teacher.
Okay, and then can you explain what your play is about that you're directing then?
All right. Well, my play is called Sitting. It was written by Daniel Johnson, one of the other seniors. And one of the other directors. It's about 2 people, and it's not gender specific at all, so you could easily cast both male, both female, either or. Mine is I cast 2 males, and it's just 2 people sitting together having a conversation while one eats lunch.
Sounds interesting. It's only 10 minutes, right?
So actually, it runs a little bit shorter than that, just because it's 10 pages of dialogue. Generally the standard.
Okay. So all day today you're at the Region 8 One Act Play Festival. You and I did that when we were in high school. Great times. What other theater events do you have coming up before winter break here?
Well, we have the Christmas show, the best Christmas pageant ever. I'm also directing that.
You're busy.
I'm quite busy this semester. But it's fun. I enjoy it. We just got into the rehearsal process. Those performances will be December 6th through the 8th. We'll have 2-night performances.
Okay.
Or that's what we plan, is 2-night performances on the 7th and the 8th. And then matinees during the day, the 6th and the 7th.
All right. So if you want to find out more information about the Freshman 10 plays, it's Thursday, November 15th, and also Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. in the Black Box Theater. It's a $3 admission, right? And then you can contact Kevin Newharth for more information about that. Thank you once again for joining me here, Grant. And I hope you don't stress out too much for your busy schedule before winter break.
I'll try.
All right. Thank you, Grant. Well, coming up here on MSU Inside Out, we have interview with Laura LaCroix coming up for entertainment news with Marcus, interviews with Roy White, and also we have sports with Shane and weather with Derek. We are back here on MSU Inside Out, and we're going to talk about, places to rent in Minot. They're kind of hard to find places for college students, but I heard resident halls, they have not that big of a problem, right, Amy?
That's right. Telling us a little bit more about residence life, we have Marcus Hendrickson, who's going to be speaking with us to Laura LaCroix, who is the RHD at Crane Hall. Marcus?
So as I forgot to mention, 2 of our girls in the back, Director Lauren and Franny, game on Tuesday, Jamestown. And right after this show, Beaver Chat with Nathan Bartz.
So lots of stuff going on yet.
Lots of stuff, yeah.
All right, thank you, Shane.
Thank you, guys.
Well, Amy, we got this snowstorm coming, I heard, and it's perfect snowboarding weather, but what are you going to do this weekend when you're stuck inside?
I think that a snow day is a perfect excuse to just hang out and stay inside and watch movies.
That does sound like a plan, actually. But Derek, are we really going to get this much snow?
I want to know who's shoveling Amy's sidewalk if she gets to just watch movies
true.
the entire time. That's
true.
not very fair. I'll be outside shoveling what looks to be about 12 to 17 inches of snow this weekend.
Really?
It's going to be rather crummy. We might actually see some of that tonight. Let's go over to the KMSU weather board real quick. 3 and on Wednesday, cloudy, so the temperature will rise to 27. So I hope you guys are ready for winter. It's here.
Do you snowboard?
Absolutely.
You want to go?
Yes.
You want to come with?
You're driving.
I got pickup. You can do that.
Well, now we all have plans for this weekend. Thanks, Derek.
Thank you.
Well, coming up also this week on campus, we are going to have the International Education Week, which we can all look forward to.
And then next week, we also have Native American Cultural Awareness Week, and I heard there's Indian tacos.
Ooh, yes, one of my favorites. And I know that there's also a 50-cent off coupon in the MSU paper.
Yep. And then there's a comedian next week also on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. in the Beaver Dam. And don't forget, there's no school on Monday, right?
Yes, and a great way to celebrate No School on Monday is with this week's Song of the Week, Busy Being Born by Middle Class Rhett. Thanks for joining us.